Hey, welcome back, everybody. It has been an entire month. It looks like from the last episode was Sunday, the 21st of November, and we are today at Sunday, December 19th. This is Ration Museum Bulletin number 60. We are back in the archives. With me today, again, is special guest Pete, Curious Pete. And it looks like we got Tim, we got Jeremiah, we got Corey, and we got Matt. Hey. We got a good start. Welcome, everybody. We got some mail call to catch up on, and we've got some final stuff, totally miscellaneous, all over the place. Things that are going to be redirected to other boxes later, things that they fit with, but just stuff that's been just kind of getting pushed to the back through the whole cataloging session. We got that stuff to wrap up. I'm going to have some coffee, get that boiling, and then we're going to snag some junk out of the Feast of the Holidays. Not junk. We're going to snag some wonderful looking treats. There's a lot of really good stuff in there. I think we're going to have some of that rye bread today.
The stuff in the
hard
pack.
No, the can.
The German rye bread.
Yeah. The Danish cellophane pack, is not a fan, or?
I've never had either, but I do remember a long time ago, Kiwi dude eating the stuff with a spoon because he didn't realize it was already sliced.
Like just digging
into the can, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna tuck into some of the Feast of the Holiday stuff. I mean, that's a couple weeks worth of streaming for sure, right there. I apologize in advance. I'm also running this thing on the side that is monitoring crypto market, and there may be a point where I pause us for just a minute to try and undercut the market and buy something that's being listed below where it's supposed to be. That's what the bot's for, right? So we got Fordman joining in. We got Yossi. Oh, this is great. It's so good to be with you guys again. It's been a while. For anybody who I didn't keep in the loop or didn't reach out to specifically, I got COVID right after Thanksgiving, and it was pretty bad for a week or so, almost 2 weeks. Just did not have anything in me to do anything, to reach out, to update stuff, to stream, to any of that. Up until yesterday, up until Friday night, really, I've been in my house since the end of November. So all my stream gear is here, all my stuff is here, so I couldn't even do a makeshift stream from home, really. So it's been less than fun. So, but I'm back and I'm feeling great, feeling healthy. No weird lung stuff going on. Heart doesn't feel awesome. Just has that kind of like a squeezing feeling to it, but it's getting less over the weeks. So, yeah, I don't wish this on anybody. Keep wearing your masks around people, and limit contact with strangers. It's the fall, the cold season's going up, so just be careful. It's not a fun one to get. And I'm lucky. I'm in good shape, and I'm young, so I get over things. Not quite so easy for everybody. So I don't know if it's the same as it was last year, but it's unpleasant. All that out of the way. Awesome to be back, and can't wait to do a little more cataloging with you guys. Thanks JW. I appreciate it. And this and that with Matt. Is that Matt Hake?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. I got something from you in here this week, so you're perfect timing. Before we dive into mail call, though, we're gonna have some coffee. Gonna get this started right. So, would you? So this week we've got choices. I'm gonna swap us out to the camera here. So you guys are probably familiar. We've got see. So, where is it going to not be too dark? I want to try and fix this week, so that what I'm showing you guys is lit pretty well. Let's see. There we go. So we've got the Arabica, and we've got the one that I don't know the name of, but it's the super, super fine stuff. Very, like very powdery. And then we've got the Nescafe Red Mug. So we're putting it in you guys' hands to choose what we're going to drink this week. Oh, Yossi says he lives with his 75-year-old father. I can imagine that's, adds a whole nother layer. There's a friend of mine that's been basically, unable to really spend any time in the friend group for the last year and change. He lives with his grandmother, and didn't want to be constantly bringing back a new risk.
My brother's only 4 years older than me, but I had to be careful where I went because he's recovering from a stroke. So,
do the good stuff? Well, they're all good. That's the problem. They're all really good.
Well, we can't do
the super fine stuff. See, this is how it usually goes. I ask chat to decide, and we get one person who responds. It's usually Kalen, and
Kalen's not here yet.
Or Fordman, and then we make a choice and move up.
That's odd.
Oh, we just kicked the brake.
We kicked the breaker on the. Huh. Spooky.
Interesting.
The middle good stuff. Is that?
I mean that the new light bulb in this whole setup is very, very powerful. So it's like 180 watt or something.
How new is it? Because I'm going to say, anytime you heat anything, it uses a lot of.
Yeah, this is pulling full 1,500 watts, and all that stuff together, plus the laptop is probably another 600.
Like I've never.
So this is, more than the circuit's supposed to handle.
Shame on you. This is what I'm talking about with daisy chains.
Yeah. We're literally talking about this as I'm like plugging all this stuff in. It's like they don't recommend you plug that much in. You should see my house. Oh my God, I live in a house from the 1920s, so each room basically has one outlet in the worst possible place. So then everything has to branch out from there.
Yossi is biased. We have poltergeists.
All right, so
like I saw on the young ones.
So there we go. We got.
Sorry, I'm showing my age again.
We got our votes in. Going for this one.
Thought you had a haint in there. What's a haint?
Haint. I want to say that's a hate spirit. Painted.
I think that's the last one I had.
Alright, that's gonna fall, but that's okay.
Gravity works.
Hey guys, gravity's still working. Alright.
I live in a house from 1895. Are you up in the New England, Matt? Not that matters too much, but as I talk to a screen over there.
There was a little while where I was putting the laptop like under that TV.
Doesn't answer much.
Appalachia for hate. Appalachian. Now we're going to do a nice big heap and spoon in each.
You want me to see noise or see colors, don't you? See noises.
We're going to see through time.
We're about to trip the riff. Haunt. Oh, haunt. Okay. What you have chosen is the most popular instant coffee in Israel. That was pretty good the last time. I think this is the last coffee I've had here.
I might have gone a little too weak on this.
2 weak with a heaping spoon?
Yeah, this doesn't look very dark yet. I don't know. Actually, no, maybe.
You don't have to be full emo?
Maybe it's fine. Oh, yeah. Definitely dark enough. Where did I put that lid? Boiling water away from me. Grab the lid. All right. Now I can actually hear. I was going to say I can hear you guys again, but that's not how the internet works. Okay, so we got.
And now we try not to burn our face off.
All right, so this is going to be way too hot for a minute. I'm going to put to the side. We're going to jump into mail call.
Yes, very hot.
Nope. Mail call.
Wow.
All right. So let's see. We're going to start. We're going to end with that ridiculous thing. We're going to start with something from Matt.
That's what you were showing me earlier?
Yeah. We got a bit of a start of the stream snack in one of these boxes. All right, so got a package from Matt. AKA this and that with Matt. Let's see, where do we want to... I'm just going to go right down the... Very well packed. Just going to go right around it. Nope, that's not going to work.
I mean,
There we go.
didn't mean to snark.
Yeah, you did. No, it's all right. Holy heck. What are you caught on? I swear in my regular life, I open packages successfully all the time.
I had extra tape at the house.
Well, now I have it all. All right. This is fantastic. Oh, this is perfect. So I had a really beat up copy, missing the cover, torn, stained. Hey, this is perfect. Thanks so much, Matt. So this is Chow, a Cook's Tour military food. This is, I want to say 1974 or 76. $1978. So
Is that a repro or is that first?
it says first plume printing October 1978. So it doesn't say second or anything. So yeah, the spine's perfect. There's nothing in there, or no creases in there. This is perfect.
Is he eating a piece of fried chicken?
He's eating like a turkey leg, Thanksgiving, in the field right there. So let's see, we got a note. Glad this book is going to a good home. I'll be in touch about helping out for the museum also. Have a great day. Thanks, Matt. Super, super appreciated. This is one I have to actually sit down and read all the way through. There's so much good information in this book. And so many good pictures that, you know, maybe Steve has. I know he's been prolific with trying to get his hands on just about every, like, press release photo that has rations in it from the last century. It's got bins and bins of the stuff. So this is found its hopefully permanent home.
Put that away from the water.
Sure, perfect. Thank you. All right. So next thing, I have no recollection what I would have ordered that would have come from Italy. So this is something from somewhere in November.
I ordered me a real special person for my birthday. When it gets here, the box said not to use a blade to open it. So I literally ripped the box open. You know, I worked at Walmart, and what they really mean is they make cheap knives, but at one end is a blunt butter knife type thing.
So you know how I said there was a package that came that was over at the National Park Service, and it was probably going to be the can from that was dug from a foxhole over in Europe. I present to you guys a K-Ration can. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Yep. So it wasn't a whole can. It's just the side. So let's see, I'm going to turn on the other camera. So what we've got here is dug in Belgium. So Boisjac, Belgium, Easy Company, 101st Foxhole number 93, 2AB K-Ration. So this is from a specific numbered, named, located foxhole in Belgium that Easy Company was stationed in that part of the forest, and in hole number 93 during a bit of an archaeological poke around, somebody pulled out this K-Ration can remnant, and now it's in the museum. So it's it wasn't crazy. It was $20 or something maybe, but so the back of it, you can still see is green. Let's see if we can. It's kind of a wax paper that it's in, so it's a textured, or I mean it's a textured kind of a plastic layer, so it's kind of making it hard to see through. But but it's a green can, gold on the inside, a good amount of rust, but overall, pretty amazed the condition this is in. And looking at it, it almost looks like it was intentionally cut off. I'm thinking, based on the position that this is cut and the way that this is cut, that this might not be a K-Ration can. I think this may be the bottom of an accessory packet can. So if we're looking, we've got a nice flat cut. We've got a ridge here and a nice flat cut around. So it's like a little cup inside almost, just about, yay deep. And that's pretty consistent to me with a accessory packet can. In fact, I do have the removed bottoms of some, so because those were key. So you would, I want to say the cut is on the bottom side, not the top side. There's no writing on this, and there never was. So, like, it's not that it rusted out or anything. There's a key. There's a key attachment point on this.
Hi, Robert.
So this was a keyed can. Oh, some of the K-Ration cans had keys. No? Okay. Yeah, because I have K-Ration cans that the key piece broke off when I was taking them out, and I have to keep that together with it. Okay. This could still be a K-Ration can. I'm not 100% sure. So it could be a K, it could be an accessory packet. All I know is it's the bottom of a keyed can that this was in the hands of somebody in Easy Company, 101st Airborne, while they sat in a foxhole in Boisjac, Belgium, in the winter of 1944 or early 1945. So that's history right there. I'm glad I got my hands on it. We'll figure out a little more about it over time. Very, very bright gold inside. I wonder where this was found, that it isn't just pure rust. That there's still paint, there's rust, but overall the condition I think is pretty good. And I'm going to need to go back to that eBay auction before it's gone forever and get the pictures that the person had left of the hole that it was, the actual foxhole that it was dug out of. That's interesting. And now, unlike a lot of the mail call days, we're down to the last scrap, so this is going to get indexed today. So I'm just going to put that right down into one of these miscellany boxes. Nothing's going to Nothing's going to keep on wandering. All right, let's see if this coffee's still boiling.
And Robert Sauerland has entered the chat.
Hey, Bob. Good to have you here. He's asking how you're doing, Pete.
Not bad.
Yeah, Matt's saying good. This can be tied to a specific location, right? I mean, like, in general, the Doug stuff, I'm interested, you know, especially Civil War, you know, because there's very little in the way of, like, Civil War canned goods. So I have some crushed cans that came from Civil War encampment sites, you know, that could have been all kinds of things. Lead sealed, some not. But just, you know, nothing, I'm never going to read any writing off of those cans or get anything. There's something to have. But when you get something that's tied to not just not just a particular era, but like this was in a numbered, labeled, you know, classified hole, tied that was dug by this military company in this engagement at this time, you know, in this region. So like, this is a neat one. And, you know, you can't go wrong with Easy Company. So we've got an Easy Company sea ration crate, and we've got an Easy Company Doug can now. So there we go.
That was a
Hey, we got Rosie in chat. So.
accessory kit. Puppy!
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Anyway, it was an accessory kit. Would that mean it would become from a multi-person unit, or is that something handed out separate?
So the accessory packet kits, they would go along with the sea rations.
Okay.
They would also be, the canned ones were in the RCIs, the Ration Combat Individual, in the early phase.
Right.
So there were Ration Combat Individual shoebox rations that came with accessory packet cans, and then later manila envelopes, then like double envelopes, where the cigarettes were separated from the rest of your sundry bits. But yeah. And then JW just pointed out a second ago that sea rations come with the, you know, cutoff, with the key, I mean. So there's quite a few things that could be. The green outer paint and the gold interior.
Right, Tim.
They make me think. I don't know. We know the era, and we know the general rations they were eating. You know, it could be C, it could be accessory packet, and it could be K. So I think we'll poke at it a little more, get some close-ups of it, and hopefully let folks take a look soon. This coffee is fantastic.
Also, I think it's a lot stronger than you thought.
Oh, it's fine.
No, I don't mean.
I'm glad.
I mean, it's not weak.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't add more. It is dark and good.
Like I like my women, black and bitter.
Let's. Never mind.
That's actually not really that bitter. So
continuing on.
Anyway,
we've got. Let's see. Oh, this is from Kaylin. I think I know what this is. This is going to be the packaging from the fruit soup that she recently had. Just because,
okay.
You know,
According to Tim,
not letting it go to waste. Green paint would have to be 44 or 45. Yeah, and the you know, when they were there was, they would have been in that part of Belgium in the winter of 1944 into 45. So that's consistent. I would say it would have to be a canned in 1944 ration, whatever it is. I mean, canned in 1944 or earlier. Like, we wouldn't have anything being made in 1945 that made it to them while they were stuck there. This would have been the winter that they were basically surrounded, running out of supplies, in the forest getting shelled with the trees exploding like matchsticks all around them. You know, that's about the era that we're talking about, because they lived in those foxholes for, you know, a couple weeks there.
I'll behave for you, Rosie.
So let's see, we've got cleaned, empty 1989 raspberry fruit soup packet 1980 chocolate-covered brownie wrapper, both from a, or 1988 chocolate-covered brownie wrapper, both from a 1989 RCW.
Remember the cookie buzz didn't make it. It was almost pure dust, I think.
Those chocolate-covered brownie bars.
Well,
Steve just posted a couple pictures. He just had one in the MRE Info Slack, and yeah, I was just saying back, I don't know if he saw it or not, but like, I mean, the one that I had most recently on stream here was the best one I've ever had, and it's still not something I'd say, oh boy, I can't wait to have one of those. It was so dry. Like, it's always so dry, even when it's new. I mean, so this one, the nuts were pretty close to white, you know, and there was nothing rancid about it. It was just so rock hard and dry.
Not the one we had out of our ham slice, because that one's pretty hard.
Brownie is 1988 due to being Warnick, as they swapped from Right Away Foods to Warnick in the 1990s.
Ration Museum, the brownie, okay.
Oh, Brownie 1998?
Well,
okay. I see what you're saying. So the brownie, so if we're talking about a brownie chocolate covered with an 8 label, it would have had to be 1998. Yeah, this would have been a 1998 one of the last gen RCWs, not a 1988. You're right. Warnick wasn't making them in 88. But wish she was in here so I could say did a damn fine job cutting these. These are really nice condition. Like, look, like this is the cut open package. Can you even? This is the open side. Can you see it? There you go. Like, it's just, she did a really nice job. Stone Mountain, Georgia. I always get a little chuckle in my head from a 30 Rock reference over that. But
Stone Mountain, Georgia is where Jake the Snake Roberts hailed from for wrestling purposes. Sorry, old guy references.
So, raspberry fruit soup. This is a really nice quality one, too.
Good point. You could not do anything to them to make them taste better. They were bad. Worst part is you still had to eat them to get the calories. So they basically gave you just enough calories to...
Yeah, you know, like, and that, so the brownies themselves are 200 of your calories. You gotta eat them. Like, you know, it'll add up. And that's the thing. People didn't eat those things, and they did add up. So when they would do these tests where they would send you into the field with just enough rations, everyone would lose weight.
Well,
and especially with the freeze-dried stuff, a lot of the time they didn't reconstitute some of it, or the harder stuff that wasn't as good when you tried to reconstitute it in freezing temperatures. They just didn't eat. And so, you know, a lot of these exercises, they go on for like 16, 18 days, and, you know, they'd lose 3 pounds. You know, they'd lose 4 pounds in 18 days.
Hey, Kalen, we're just talking about the packaging you sent us.
Yeah, you're just 20 seconds after I just had both of these up and talking about them.
And I want to say, you know, we were just talking about the calories. That's pretty much where the first strike ration came from, wasn't it?
So the first strike is the result of a lot of studies on field stripping. They looked at what is it that is being kept when we sit down and we have, you know, we have a company of men, well, company of soldiers get assigned or get handed out, you know, 2 days worth of MREs. We just gave them 6 MREs, and off, you know, we're sending them out. What are they going to do to put them in their packs? So they would break them all out, toss the outer bags, toss the extra spoons, you know, start going through breaking down the accessory kits to only take the pieces that they really need out of it in the end. They'd, you know, end up tossing a drink or two, or they'd, you know, toss some of the condiments, sides. In the end, like, they were looking for, like, what's the fastest thing. And then they noticed they weren't eating their whole mains and that kind of stuff. So smaller, easier to consume cold primary items so that you could eat more of them, but for less time each throughout the day. Bars, just snacks. FSRs are just a sack full of snacks. They're fantastic, And they're a great deal. People are crazy. I see everybody out there buying cases of MREs for $110 a case, for $105 a case, and passing up on FSRs at $115 a case. FSRs are 27 meals in a case. Keep that in mind. It's 9 3-meal rations. It's as many calories as more than 2 cases of MREs. Just about. It's about the equivalent in calories of 2 cases of MREs, but there's nothing in it but snacks. It's the best case. Anyway, the only thing I think out there that I would rather have than a case of FSRs is a case of Moors. Like the 24 MOREs that you get in one case. Oh my gosh.
Almost pure calories.
It's just bags of combos and chocolate bars and, just junk, jerky and candy. But yeah, FSRs are, I think, the best deal out there if you're looking for, I want storage food and I want good storage food that I'm never going to look at and say, oh, more of that. Now, granted, you don't get the diversity of mains. You don't get the, stews and chowders and we don't have chowder anymore. I miss the chowder.
The only thing about the FSRs that I wouldn't say didn't care for, it's all calories, but putting a pepperoni stick in the middle of dry bread didn't really do much for me.
Okay, so the sandwiches themselves could use a little more imagination, but they're edible. The cheese and beef one, that's just those you get a pack as a snack that's got a beef stick and a cheese stick. Well, it's like they just took that, cut it in half, dumped out the 4 pieces, and put bread over it. And there you go. There's your beef and cheese sandwich. Chowder.
I did like the wrap.
Chowder, Rosie says.
I think I might try it.
The bread is good. It's the best American bread we've got. It's not quite as good as the Little Pain, Petite Pain that you get up in Canada. Oh yeah. The sandwiches are much better warm, all of them, but they're made to be quick and cold. I'm a big fan of the barbecue chicken one. I like them all. Yeah, the honey barbecue chicken one is a really good one.
I think the wraps they make are a little better because they're less bready.
The wraps are awesome. The wraps are like little taquitos when really soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican one. And
Ration Can, Petit Pain.
Australian bread. JW's asking about Australian bread.
I've seen it. It looks good. Fluffy. It's one of the...
I don't think I've had just bread from an Australian one.
Sort of item.
The only Australian ration that I've ever had the chance to actually eat was a PR1M. So it was a patrol ration. So everything was dried and freeze dried and dehydrated. So it was it wasn't a lot of stuff that's a little less shelf stable. Aussie ration bread is awesome.
Yeah.
Is what Kaylin's saying. So
quick non-sequitur.
I'm going to have to try that at some point. We got a bunch of breads to try among our piles of things.
While the water is still warm, I may try another.
I'm thinking that too, yeah. It's about time for another one of these.
Once it got warm enough, I just gulped the whole thing.
Let's oh yeah, that's
on the floor.
Let's see, how hot is this? Oop. Hot enough that was a bad
That's
move.
what I was saying before it cools down some.
Yossi, I told you when you got us this stuff that you basically bought me coffee for more than a year. But as far as streams go,
well, the problem is if you sell
go a little
coffee, it's cheap. My G7, I think it's Vietnamese coffee. 100 sachets, 3 in 1 was $13. And that's convenience coffee.
13 cents. 13 cents a serving right there.
And it's 3-in-1, so it's sugar and milk too, which I think the milk will be the most expensive thing. Well, creamer.
Man, I don't know. As soon as I start thinking about 13, 15 cents for something, I go back to ammo. Oh, that better start coming back down in price soon. It's been... What's going on here?
That's not a big
How are we not manufacturing enough ammo to get caught back up on demand at this point in the United States? Are we, like, lacking brass? Are we lacking gunpowder? Like, lead? What are we missing in the States that we can't be making ammo
the G7
at a normal rate again? The idea that a round of 9mm got up to $1.50?
I gotta see our
That's insane.
Yes.
That's insane.
HRD Max 2000.
I'm used to buying
Hard Knocks 2000. He did see, Dub C had a contest a little bit ago, and he got a Australian ration in it.
Oh, nice.
Yes, that's hot. It's drinkable.
Yeah, we didn't let this round cool. Okay.
And it wasn't. It's not. I burnt myself hot. It went down a little, like 100 proof. Not that I know what that is.
Robert's saying that's enough, or there is enough. People are just gouging anyway. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It's just
supply chain issues. No, neither of those. And again, this is a discussion for not most days, but a lot of big companies took PPP loans and they manufactured interviews to keep them. So they're saying there's a labor shortage. There's not. I mean there is, but
there's a labor shortage. I know a lot of people who can't hire. But anyway, we got next package. All right, this one I believe is another Doug item. It's already in the States, though. I don't think I realized that other one was coming actually from Italy.
I think one round's too much for me. Nobody wants me having a firearm.
Like last time I bought 22, it was about 5.5 cents a round. It's like 25, 35 cents a round still. That's just for 22 long rifle? Like, what the heck? I don't get it. It's going to have to come back down. Even reloading isn't saving people any money. All right, so...
Okay, that looks more like a Doug item.
So this... this is a Doug canteen. Switch.
Is Ron Jeremy out of jail yet?
I don't want to know.
Not that I've heard of Ron Jeremy.
Let's not talk about Ron Jeremy.
I was about to say I couldn't mention Boondock Saints, but you don't want to mention that here either.
Let's just not talk about this. All right, so this...
Let's not get demonetized even though we're not monetized.
There's no monetizing.
Oh, sweet. I'll have to watch those.
So this... See, the problem, I ordered a lot of this, all of this stuff back in November, and it's been sitting in the office for a month. There was no paper in here to say what this was, because the title had the beach.
That wasn't the butterfly handle ones, was it?
Actually, is there a piece of paper?
The ones that
this had a fold under.
Okay. That's a cheap copy I have.
That snapped up under here, had a little metal slider thing to keep it locked in place, but that's missing. It's rusted through. It doesn't have it directly written on it, but let's just take another look at it. It might be Omaha Beach, it might be Utah Beach.
Just needs more practice, Kalen. What is Kalen practicing? Can't aim worth a flip 2 times. Yeah, I understand what Kalen's... We're talking about ammo. I was saying no one wants me to have a firearm. I do not have depth perception.
The worst thing that ever happened at a range with me, one of my firearms, something bent.
Well, the range is not.
And it went into a bit of a slam fire. Put it down, took the magazine out, cleared it. And I had been taking a bunch of friends out, coworkers and some friends from the company I worked for owned a bar for a while. Some friends from there. We were all going out to the range. I was teaching a bunch of folks some basic gun safety and that kind of stuff. And of course, I'm outside of one of the shooting ranges or shooting lanes when one of the guys from the bar group picks up this gun, sees the magazine out, slaps it back in, cocks it, and it just immediately slam fires the rest of the round down the range and into the ceiling of the shooting range. Thank God, the ceiling of the shooting range was concrete. So the whole shooting space was concrete. So it ricocheted, and down the lane. But we got a stern talking to. And if there's a problem with your gun and you're in a group of people, you stop literally everyone and announce to them, what is going on. You can't ever expect that somebody's going to know 10 seconds later that you just did something unless you showed them, especially with a gun. So that was a bad mistake. But
well, my issue wouldn't be the firing range itself because, it's set up to where at least I know what direction. My problem is I'd want to hunt, and that would go badly.
No hunting in the range. All right, so this is the last thing, and this is the bit of a snack for me and Pete before we dive in on some cataloging. Not cool at all. Not cool at all. And it was a AK-47 of all things. Thankfully, there were only 4 rounds left in it at that point. But 2 of them went into the ceiling of this place. So, no, not cool. Either way, this is what we got left. Oh, I had to be very calm, but at the same time, I was more mad at myself than at this friend of mine for just thinking it was all right to shoot it, because that's what we were doing all day. It's just, so far I had been handing people loaded guns and walking them through, unloaded, walking them through chambering and firing. I didn't think he was going to just pick it up.
I had a remote enough area I can shoot high-powered rifles in my backyard.
Oh, you're lucky, Fordman. That's the dream.
You're in North Carolina, right? I've heard someone say Asheville. Asheville's where Adam Copeland, the wrestler Edge, is living now.
This man knows his wrestler hometowns.
I know too much and not enough at the same time.
So, we're going to have some candy corn in the flavor of green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, apple pie, and coffee. Yeah. We're gonna have some green bean candy corn. Supposedly really tastes like green beans.
That's not the first reaction I had expected. Matt, have you ever looked up the definition of awesome?
So, I got 4 bags of these things, because,
somebody will hear about it, want to try it. I'm not going to say I'm not curious.
It smells like meat and coffee. This bag of candy corn intentionally smells like meat and coffee.
I love that candy. Did you see the part of Thanksgiving dinner or whatever it said?
So, here we go.
Actually, personally, I like the Indian corn, which is the chocolate candy corn.
So, we'll each get, let's say, 2 of each so we can get a bit of a flavor to it.
Or a strange taste in our mouth.
Whatever these things end up being. Let's see. And I'm tempted to just grab a handful while we're going and eat them, but it's like, no. Gotta know what the heck they are first.
Okay, so what's red? Is that the apple?
Red is the cranberry sauce.
Okay.
So somewhere in here we got turkey, apple pie,
I don't smell anything.
It's turkey dinner, apple pie, and coffee.
Not really sure what that is.
There don't appear to be enough flavors
It smells like candy corn.
to cover this.
Okay, it all smells like whatever's the strongest smell in there.
Like coffee.
No, I don't get coffee.
So, okay, this is a different color. Here we go.
They all smell the same.
So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Sean,
things.
are you sure that's a same different color?
Oh, no, that's that.
Okay.
Wait, here.
I don't
here we
have
go.
white topped ones.
Yeah, there you go. You don't have white. So we've got to cover turkey, apple pie,
Hey, Rachel.
coffee, green beans, cranberry sauce.
I'm guessing green is the green beans.
I swear there was one other thing. Stuffing. Maybe the stuffing is attached.
Willy Wonka reference? What was the Willy Wonka reference? Hey, Jesse.
Snosberries taste like snosberries. Okay. I think we're going to start with some green beans. Eat your vegetables.
And for those who are in the chat that don't know who I am, I'm Curious Pete.
This is Curious Pete.
Because I have been here every week.
Hey, Jesse.
Green beans?
Oh, and hey, Rachel. You know, I'm glad all you guys are here after a month off without a lot of updates and without even remembering to schedule this one. So sorry about that.
Can't stay long. Just want to make sure I wish you all... Well, thank you, Rachel.
We appreciate
Merry
that.
Christmas and happy holidays to you, too.
Now to eat some green bean flavored candy. For a second there, I was like, oh no, it's just candy. And then came the green bean.
Sounds like those are the... Actually, I'm getting the Wonka reference now.
Yep.
The gum that changed flavor.
That's green bean.
I'm not tasting it yet. Except now.
It hits you.
It's subtle for me, though. Maybe my taste buds are ruined.
Okay.
Yes, now I'm getting it strong.
I don't know what's next. I'm thinking this dark brown one's probably going to be turkey or
I'm
coffee.
Stuffing.
Let's see. Coffee. Wait.
Hold on.
No.
I'm going to cleanse the green beans first.
This is turkey and gravy. No, this really is like that scene where she's describing like the 3-course dinner and the bubble gum.
If I was to say anybody would have green bean candy, it'd be the Asians. They already have that red bean weirdness stuff that I've never tried.
Red bean paste is very good.
It reminds me, I gotta go. There's a Filipino fast food place in Edison, New Jersey that I want to try. Jollibee.
There's also the Edison Museum. No, actually, I think that's in Menlo Park.
Probably.
I can't remember. But
wasn't he Asbury Park, or am I thinking something else?
he was Menlo. Well, where his head. Anyway, he's a gangster. Thomas Alva Edison was a gangster.
Mm.
Hey, Dub C.
That reminds me of the old quote I heard. If somebody stole a Tesla, would they have to call it an Edison? Anyway, I'm not getting turkey and
I think that was the coffee.
Generic. It might be coffee, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. What's this one?
Hey, Dub C.
What's the yellow-capped ones? Whoa. Okay. This could be stuffing. Or this could be turkey. Yeah, this could be stuffing or this could be turkey.
Well, there's stuffing in, or
it might be
stuffing, right?
turkey with, yeah. Yeah, this is wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, palate cleanser.
I'm going to have another piece of this.
Also, I'm drinking this coffee way too fast. I'm going to be seeing noises shortly.
Wow. Somebody did this to candy. Somebody got up in the morning and decided they were going to do this.
Oddly enough, yes, I'm getting strong turkey. Like drinking the juices out of, not that I've ever done that, but drinking the juices out of the pan.
So the yellow-capped ones are turkey. maybe with some stuffing. So this was supposed to, and it actually did. This got here in time for Thanksgiving, and if I'd have been back here for the Thanksgiving episode.
Now, thankfully, Jelly Belly's been around for, at least 20, 30 years?
At least now.
So I don't have to wonder. I wonder what chemicals they use because they've had those.
Oh, I got to make this kind of stuff in a lab in college years ago. You don't want to know what goes into like chemical flavors and smells. It's just like
even a simple
these long chain, ridiculous molecules that are invented just so we smell the right thing. Anyway,
I don't even want to know what goes in Scrapple, and there's no chemicals.
Oh, I love Scrapple. Okay.
I have some in my freezer.
So now we got the white-tipped ones. This looks like it might be apple pie.
Maybe.
I'm going to go ahead and hope. Nope.
Cranberry?
This is the stuffing. Yeah, this is the stuffing.
I'm getting cranberry.
Well, these are the cranberry.
I'm getting it's very sweet. That's what I'm getting.
Well, I mean, it's all just sugar.
No, I mean, it's actually tasting very fruity. That might have been the apple pie what I ate.
Here, try another. It's white tip we just ate, right? Yeah.
I'm getting apple pie.
That's stuffing.
Unless there's two different white tips.
Wait.
One's orange, one's brown.
Okay. We do have two different white tips.
So I'm
giving you a random mix, I think.
The orange one is apple pie, I think.
I thought okay, let me try the dark brown ones. No, that's apple pie.
Okay.
So try two of the orange ones. That's stuffing. And then.
Hi, Gail.
Right? That's not apple pie. So now here's an apple pie chaser for that. You didn't eat them yet.
What I had was apple pie.
Right. Those are stuffing.
I'm still working on the apple pie.
Okay.
I don't always chew the best, so.
All right. So if you're eating apple pie right now, eat your stuffing. And then, hey, Gail, good to have you.
That was a really nice hat you made for Smokey.
Oh, I missed it. I was at a gathering last night. I checked in. I hope you guys saw some.
I saw that.
But
I should have talked about the stream more. I think I mentioned it once or twice.
You want some green beans?
I already had green beans.
So Gail, we're currently eating.
Yes, that's stuffing.
Brack's turkey dinner. Oh, let's see, where's the... There we go. Green beans, roast turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing, apple pie, and coffee. Flavored candy corn. It's interesting. Now we're going to wrap it up with some cranberry sauce. What do you think of the stuffing? Definitely not apple pie, right?
Definitely not apple pie, but as you pointed out, large sugar contents, there's a huge sweet back end to it.
Especially when you put the coffee in between, because it pulls that back out.
I've been cleaning my palate with that, yeah.
Knitting a stress relief, that's probably a lot healthier than my I'm going to eat a pizza and a tub of ice cream mechanism.
That sounds good. Although, to be honest with you, I'd rather have two pizzas.
Hey, Hard Knocks. Yeah, I mean, someone woke up in the morning and said, what am I going to do today? Oh, I know.
Shoot, I forgot to.
I'm going to make candy corn. Everybody's already iffy, not quite favorite Halloween amnesia candy that you're not sure if you hate it or like it, and so you buy some.
You're braver than men than I am, guys. No,
they decided they're going to make it taste like green beans and meat. It's just wonderful. So how do you not? I got these for like $3 a bag. Paul, we got a good crew.
Hello, Paul.
This has been okay. I was not having a good Sunday. Things were getting. Ask Pete. I was in a pretty bad funk. Things were just breaking. We had a whole thing set up to do 3D scanning, and the new equipment to do the scanning can't finish one scan without breaking down. So we tried 4 times, broke down every time, and ripped it apart and went back to this. So, okay, cranberry sauce.
Paul, to be honest with you, I'm not brave. I've just been eating processed food for almost 50 years. Not really getting cranberry. I'm getting sweet and vaguely fruited. I actually like cranberry sauce. That's kind of a disappointment. Of all the flavors, this is the least like what it's supposed to be.
It's got kind of like a hint of like maraschino cherry. Almost like a taste of no, there is a little cranberry.
Horse meat, pufferfish, and maggot cheese flavored chips. None of which had any of that.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So I've eaten horse meat. I like horse meat. I'm sorry. I know somebody here very much likes horses, and to them I apologize, but I'm gonna do it again. It's pretty good.
And folks, if you don't know what he's talking about, his page, he actually recorded it. Go watch it, like, share, and subscribe.
This and that with Matt. I'm like, no, I didn't.
No. This and that. He did, and then Dave, who may or may not show up.
Maggot cheese chips. So it's the flavor of the maggot cheese.
What they did chemically, like this. Dave and LJ did it too.
I mean, I'm sorry, Rachel. I knew it was somebody in here. Yeah. I'm eating some horse. I got a can of horse on my desk upstairs. But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to eat as many animals as I can. If it's not endangered, I'm gonna eat one. So last year was a good year. I added horse and yak and
there's a lot of meat you can hunt out.
And kangaroo
in Montana.
Well, no, I had eaten kangaroo jerky before, but the first time I had a kangaroo steak.
I may have had kangaroo from Fuddruckers. They had various game meats in their burgers at some point. If not, I had ostrich, maybe both. Through them.
There's a good company over in New Jersey, Fossil Farms, that does farm-raised animals there that are generally hard to come by. Small batch kind of things, but they do raise ostriches and yaks and like wildebeest and like random stuff like that.
Ostrich is delicious.
Ostrich is like beef birds. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I wonder if they make, anytime you get buffalo, if you're getting it from a farm, it's actually a crossbreed, so I don't know if it's...
Try souse loaf. Oh, I just hit a button in the wrong program. Did I crash everything? No.
We're still up here, I think.
Souse loaf.
I'm going to say that's probably a lot like Scrapple.
Looks like, what, brain?
Well, she's from Indiana.
Snouts.
And Indiana has brain sandwiches, according to Dalton Brown. He rode through on a motorcycle and stopped for one.
Excuse me, sliced loaf of head cheese. Yeah, I'd eat that.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that on another episode of...
Yeah, I'd eat that.
Feasting on Asphalt.
I've eaten... Like, when I lived out in Montana, if you want to get adventurous with, head cheese, and head meats, a lot of the Idaho...
I have inventoried everything but the squeal.
The Speak Zero English Spanish restaurants in Idaho, they have carne de cabeza on the menu pretty often.
Well, I've seen from 2 different sources on Food Network in Indiana and actually where I think Ameriqual is. Evansville, Indiana. There was a place that sells apparently a really fine brain sandwich cooked up like a fritter, battered and fried.
It is dangerous. It is dangerous among this that these are 2 different things. So, okay, right up close, you can tell a little better than I could tell.
Fried beef tongue.
Okay, let me put some backing behind there. Yeah, okay. Maybe it looks pretty darn obvious on the screen, but to my actual eyes, these are basically the same. And one of them is stuffing, and one of them is apple pie.
Although stuffing and apple, or apples and stuffing might be a good combo.
No.
Not chemically, I'm saying in real. fire roasted copperhead.
There was something in there.
You can eat fried cow balls in Texas, Oklahoma, and Colorado. Well, Texas.
Oh, and Montana. Don't you?
Anywhere there's cows, somebody's trying them.
There's a festival for that, and it rhymes, and we're not going to say its name.
You know what? And I've seen that one year that got canceled. That's how I know the name.
And then there's these. These are just like little unknown bits of stuffing. Nope. One of them was stuffing. One of them was apple pie again.
Ugh. Again, if it wasn't chemical, I would try apples and stuffing.
All right, I'm going to wrap this up with some green beans, and then we'll call this good. Just one more set of green beans. That is weird. That's a choice that a human being made at a job that they probably still get paid to do. Well, God bless him. Because without him, this wouldn't have happened. I mean, how amazing that this actually got made. Like, the idea, it's just amazing to me.
So my question is, did it come to somebody in a dream? Or were they just playing and eating chemicals they shouldn't have and came up with that?
Yeah, think about it like somebody works at the candy corn factory. Day in, day out, all they can think of is candy corn. They go to sleep and they're just eating meals of candy corn. Just big plates, everything's candy corn. And then it comes to them one day, what if it really is? What if everything on this plate was candy corn? So, it's got to be like...
Where did you get
It's got to be like
Amazon?
The king, I mean, or the son of the owner of the company, the king of the company. It's got to be like, the owner of the company or the owner's son or the owner's daughter decided they wanted this and no one could say no. Like, otherwise. And apparently, I think this is the second year or third year that they've done this.
And conch. Oh,
where did I get them? eBay.
Never had conch. I've seen them made once on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dive. My guilty pleasure amongst many.
They were in stores. They were in Walgreens, and I want to say they were in CVS's or something. But I called a couple in the area, and they were like, "Oh no, we know what you mean. People have come in looking for them. We don't have any more." So I looked around, and people were asking $9 a bag for them. And then I stumbled on somebody that had 4 bags for $14, including shipping. So that's $3.50 a bag. And they weigh like 1.5 pounds per bag. So I got 6 pounds of green beans and stuffing and turkey candy. But hey, if anybody's interested, let me know. You can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I will mail you back. No, I mean honestly, if you're interested and you want a whole assortment, like 3 or 4 each of every flavor or something so that you can try them on your own streams or just for fun, send me an email right here. Send me an email. I promise within the next 5 weeks I will get to you and I will mail out some of these things for you to try. Rachel's going to go for it. I have your address.
A dream or a nightmare?
I'm pretty sure I have your address still.
Some people have some pretty strange dreams, so I'm going to go with that. Because if it was a nightmare, he wouldn't make it. Probably. I might be cathartic.
There's this band I listen to, Nightmare.
Is that like the River Bottom?
Where they took the I and the A out of it, so it's NGHTMRE. So every time they come on, I just see MRE, and it makes me happy. They're
Montana.
They're like rhythm hard style, so not for everybody. I'm not saying go out and listen to some Nightmare.
You mean like Oakley Dokley, the speed metal Ned Flanders bass band?
Hey, Busta. Oh, Oakley Dokley's a great band. Hey, Busta, how you doing? How are your lungs feeling? I know you were saying I didn't get to check out much of last night, but I know weekend before when I was watching Smokey stream, you weren't doing so hot. Are you off of oxygen yet? I hope so. I hope you're doing better, Bust Out. We're all thinking about you.
Factory and was fired and got a job in a chemical factory.
Somebody who used to work. Yeah, I could see that being the case, Yossi. Yeah, mountain oysters is the nice name for what they're called out west. Hard knocks. But I mean, well, yeah.
Well, I've heard Rocky Mountain oysters and calf fries.
There's a rhyming festival name.
Yeah.
Let's see.
In my
in my that cooking vessel, Bob, you mentioned. Definitely still interested. I'll trade you 2 full bags of candy for it. If you oh, and I'm sorry for that gesture, Corey. That didn't. I'm sorry.
Oh.
1 bag and then another bag. I'll do it like that. Or I'll count like that. I won't ever do it backwards.
A friend of mine who worked at Walmart didn't realize that it was directional and gave me what he thought was a peace sign.
Yeah.
But because I love that.
This is a peace sign.
As I've said many times, I love watching British shows when I can because most of them are on cable. My new fixation.
We call squirrel chicken of the trees down here in Alabama. I have never eaten a squirrel. I would love to eat a squirrel.
I've had it in homemade spaghetti sauce. It was good, but it was chewy.
I've never eaten a squirrel. I've never eaten a rat. I would eat both. I've never eaten nutria. I would very much like to try nutria. I hear it's terrible.
But it's fed to alligator, so it can't be that good.
You know, I've eaten alligator. I like alligator. I have not etten crocodile. I don't think you can in the States.
I don't think there's many outside of zoos. Any outside of zoos.
They're protected. There are small populations of crocodiles in the U.S. There's an island off the coast from Miami that I go camping on once a year in February. Didn't get to this year. Did get to last year because it was right before everything. But it's a crocodile sanctuary. So while you're there, you have to be aware that in the low shrub brush stuff right off the trails are crocodiles. And, you know, technically they're there all the time, but they're slow. You avoid them.
Not many roads.
But yeah, you camp there. So don't camp on the shores of any water.
Step grandpa stops on. That's a lot like burgoo, it sounds like. Burgoo is catch it, kill it, and eat it, basically.
I can definitely cover the shipping to send it out to me, Bob. So let's shoot me a text or I'll shoot you back one.
Actually, that's one of the things I'd like to try is burgoo.
There's a couple things I've been thinking about, but yeah, I do need to figure out a better way to ship heavy things. Pirate ship is what I wanted to look at though, so I might be able to generate you a label if I know how much it costs or how much it weighs and dimensions or whatever you're thinking to pack it in. So let's figure that one out. Bob's providing to the museum one of the bigger U.S. Quartermaster Corps cooking oven tray. It's hard to describe. It's great big food vessels.
That's the thing I can do. All right, try to rest, Rachel.
So Bus Stop says he got out of the hospital Thursday and now he's in quarantine hotel. Got it.
I got lucky for 15 years. I used to work in a company that sent out packages daily. So I used to be able to ship a bowling ball to South Carolina for $8.
Excuse me.
I don't think it's that cheap anymore, anywhere near that cheap anymore.
Oh, I mean, mail is, we were just saying, to ship something across the river to New Jersey is cheaper than getting something shipped from mainland China to our door. Granted, they're shipping containers and all that kind of stuff, but still, it has to cross the United States. How do they somehow get a rate of 39 cents for the last 3,000 miles for something that weighs 2 pounds? The mail setup's kind of crazy right now. My last attempts to ship anything overseas, I can't do it for less than $140 or something ridiculous. Oh man, this is the right chat to be talking about eating strange animals with, though. And again, I'm sorry, Rachel, but about the horse. But see, we got folks that have tried squirrel, folks that have tried raccoon, folks that have tried a handful of different rodents. Rabbits, rabbits, I've eaten lots of rabbits.
Again, same thing, spaghetti sauce. My neighbor hunted anything, especially if it ate its vegetables in his garden.
Raccoons, I've always wanted a pet as well, Fordman. Or wait, or is that Hard Knocks? No, that's Fordman. Same color icon on my screen. But they they can be dangerous. I've definitely read of people that have had pet raccoons for years and years and years that one day just maul them. And there's the whole, they go through a very, very dramatic change in their, sexual maturity. When they go through their, raccoon puberty, they become a different animal. So a lot of folks have them until that point, and then they have a problem. But yeah, so I always wanted one. They've got thumbs. They're cats with thumbs. They can manipulate.
I know there's probably not a lot of people that care for what's the minute thing?
Some kind of food, you mean?
No, the minute the social media minute videos.
Oh, the TikToks.
TikTok. I follow a couple that do rehabbing raccoons and what are the noisy little squeakers? Otters.
Oh.
And it seems like the raccoon ones.
I would eat an otter.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I'd eat it all.
It's kind of small, though. I like my animals to be big and easy to get meat off of. Although, like I said, I've had squirrel. It wasn't bad. Kind of chewy.
Yeah, right? What's not going to end up on the protected list? Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't want us to lose all of our species, but right now we're discovering 15 to 25,000 new, non-insect species a year and delisting I don't know. Anyway, don't need to go down that whole whole road.
But I understand.
Biodiversity is important. Taking care of the planet's important. Taking care of each other is important. Let's just establish those things and be non-political and shift. All right. So
I was just about to say, Alton Brown was talking about, conscious farming of alligators makes them, food, but also unendangered.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. If you farm something, if it's acceptable to eat something and it's being farmed, then there's a fiscal reason for it to not go extinct. If it's a profit center for somebody, they'll have a reason
if you're getting farm stuff, it leaves the wild stuff alone.
Would you eat a guinea pig? Yeah, I'd eat a guinea pig. If I was in Peru or something, and it was available on the street, I'd go for it. I'm not going to go buy one from Petco and kill it and eat it though. So it's what's available. So I keep an eye out for weird meat stores and stuff.
Sending something from Israel to the United States is much, much cheaper than the United States to Israel.
It's all backwards, but I'm still trying to find better options. DHL from Germany to the United States is basically free.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of that has to do with consumer United States. Chinese people are not buying a lot of American goods, so it makes more sense for it to be cheaper coming this way.
So on Friday, I had a Greek salad, and there was an olive in it, and I didn't notice, and I bit into that olive as hard as I could, and I broke my teeth. One of my teeth. So it's driving me crazy right now. Not an exposed nerve, or I probably wouldn't have just eaten a handful of candy, but still, it's sharp, and it's just driving me nuts. All right. So somehow that was an hour and a half of rambling and candy. Oh no, this is great.
You had me in Pete mode. Pete's good. Always in Pete mode. What you see is what you get.
So
now
let's see.
As far as cataloging goes,
never tried olives in general. They're available, Fortman. You can go any grocery store. Try olives. There's a wide variety. Kalamata olives are not the same as black, are not the same as green, are not the same as,
green and black in general are the same at different ages, I've been told.
Yeah, but there's a lot of there's a lot of different types of olives. Get some olive tapenade, spread that on some crackers. They're good. I'm happy to be back, Rosie. It's been a long darn month just in my house. Oh boy.
I will say about olives, though, for a while, taste changed. I wasn't really into them, but I've gotten better at it, but my favorite olives don't taste like them. You go to the flea market, and they always have an Asian pickle lady or someone who sells the pickles in bulk. Well, they had olives just sitting in Italian dressing, so they tasted like Italian dressing.
So yeah, like, oh, you want? I don't know if there's a place called Wegmans anywhere near you, Fordman. Go to Wegmans.
I've heard of them.
Try their, they have an olive bar where they've got, like, you go from, like, bin to bin and can just, like, bag up or tub up different types of olives. Stuffed olives, like the big olives that are, like, half the size of a golf ball with, like, blue cheese and jalapeno stuffed inside. Oh, my God.
Make it in gravy and serve it with wild rice. Delicious. Are we still talking about squirrels, Rob?
Let's see. Rob was talking about...
Oh, blue cheese stuffed olives or garlic stuff. Now I want blue cheese stuffed olives. I've never had them.
Probably guinea pig still. Haven't had it near... Squirrel. Oh, no. Okay, he's talking about squirrel. Blue cheese or garlic stuff. Oh, yeah. Sometimes they take it, just a whole clove of garlic and just stuff it down inside. And then they put all that in, a brine for a year. Oh, my God, it's good. Okay, so now I'm all amped up on caffeine and green bean candy. We're gonna dive into some cataloging.
Is this what you want me to catalog on?
No, this doesn't exist. Pretend.
Okay.
I'll type if you want to keep up with chat. There's not going to be as much tonight.
Okay. That's fine. You want one of these boxes?
This thing, like I said, is literally just a crypto thing that I can't walk away from.
Let's call what it is, an addiction. This is
it's gambling and it's addiction. I've crossed some lines that I shouldn't cross in terms of I look at it and it's like, no, I am engaging in stereotypical, very, very much on a chart of things not to do gambling behavior.
Robert, you need to shut up because now I want olives on Bloody Mary.
Oh, man.
Obviously, I'm joking, but still. I'm already fat. You can see that. I'm sorry.
Prepared for the end of the world. Prepared. Actually, I always used to say...
Olives are vegetables, so that should be good for me. I should eat a couple of those.
I always used to say, when I was a good deal bigger, that when everything fell apart, I had several months on everybody. Little did I know, it really was like I could have not eaten for like 5 straight months,